As I said in my videos for MS Teams, we will be using a program called Pear Deck a lot in order to do your assignments or your independent worksheets or whatnot that we're going to give you after our live lessons. So I wanted to show you kind of how to get there and how to use it. So first of all, you are either going to go to Teams, and like I said, we're using Homeroom, and then go to assignments at the top. Your view is going to be a little different because you're a student. Your assignments will be posted here. So there may be one, there may be two, there may be one for math and one for reading. There may be 3 or 4, depending on the day and depending on what assignments are given. They may not always be big ones. They may be small things that you do. But today we're going to practice with our practicing pear deck, which is your assignment I gave today. I can also get here, so I went here through my Teams, going to my homeroom and going to assignments at the top. But I can also go to assignments on the side and click on my homeroom. It'll take me right to that same page, basically. When we give you an assignment that has pear deck, you'll click on the assignment, and I'm going to go to student view so you can see what you see. It gives the instructions, go through each page on the attached link and follow the directions. It will automatically save as you work. So as a student, you will be opening up Pear Deck. You'll be clicking on this link that I give you. It'll either open in your Teams or it will open on a separate web browser. So mine looks like it's going to open on a separate web browser. If it asks you to log in, you are going to use the same login that you use for your Teams. So let me log in real quick. Okay, so once it gets me logged in here, it's going to first ask them how they feel. So today I feel happy, today I feel blah, today I feel ugh. So I'm feeling pretty happy today. So then the assignment will pop up. This is the assignment that I gave the students, and it was just to play with all the different things that it has to offer. Here's what Pear Deck has to offer. This is the worksheet that I gave them that I created. They are able to do things that they would do with a paper and pencil, but to do it online. It also automatically shows me. I can check my teacher dashboard right now and see what's going on for each student as they're logged in. Another cool thing is that it saves automatically. Any little thing that I do, it saves it without me having to click save. So the different tools that are provided in Pear Deck are a pencil, which you can pick your color, a highlighter, which you can pick your color and just highlights. Oops. It's got a line drawer, so you pick your color again, but it automatically draws lines for you, so you don't have to try to do a straight line with a computer mouse, because I know that can be hard. It's got a text box, so you're able to type in your text, and then also an eraser. You can go back by clicking right over here on undo, and you can clear the whole page, which I wouldn't recommend doing unless you really make a huge mistake here. So I'm going to show you these different features just really quickly. So first, on the first few pages, I did some capital and lowercase line drawing. Excuse me. So you can just click your line, and you can draw a line from your capital to your lowercase. So capital D, lowercase d. And when you draw a line, you have to click and hold and then just drag to wherever you're going. That line will stay straight. That's what's nice about it. Okay, if you make a mistake, you can click back, takes it away. If you need to clear your whole page, clear, and it clears the whole page. So line drawing is very good for when you're connecting one thing to another. Another thing that you can use to draw these lines is your pencil. Like I said, you can pick your color, try to do something that I'm able to see easily. You can make this line as big or small as you want by using the sizer over here, and that'll come in handy with our text later. So I can just draw from this D to this D. See, the line looks better, but you are able to do that with the pencil too. You can also do it with the highlighter, I believe. Yes, it just highlights. And then but the highlighter is also good for just highlighting things. And like I said, if you make a mistake, you go back. The text we will use in just a minute. So anytime you're in here, it should tell you how many slides there are. This is just the first of many pages. You can get from page to page by clicking next. So like I said, these different pages that I gave them are just for practice on their capital and lowercase, really practicing with those lines. But once you get a little further in here, and hopefully it will pop up, it says type your first and last name using the text tool. So I'm going to choose my text tool. I'm going to click and it's going to give me a text. Now, that looks pretty small to me. I'd like to see my text a lot bigger. I can move it up as big as I want. And I can type, my name is Jennifer Hill. And you obviously would type your name. You can move this text box. You can resize it if you're using big text. Okay, you're able to turn it if you need to, but it's probably best to leave it just like that. Okay, so that's how you use your text tool. You can change the colors of it if needed, but that's a really good tool, especially when we're doing fill in the blank later on. Actually, next week we have some. You'll have to type a letter where it belongs in the word. So then I'm going to go on to the next page. It says highlight all the capital A's, so I'm going to choose my highlighter tool. You can choose your color and all the capital A's, so I'm just going to color my highlight on my capital A's. This is a quick way for me to see if oops, see I made a mistake, I'm going to go back. If students are able to correctly find things on a sheet. And the reason that I have assigned this navigating Pear Deck is so I can kind of see if they're able to get through and use these tools correctly. Look at how I'm not perfect at using this highlighting tool. Your children are not going to be perfect at it, especially if they're writing. For example, I'm going to write the word and. Writing with my mouse is very hard, which is why I tried to include many different tools for them to use. But this drawing tool will let them practice those small motor skills with their mouse. I would recommend getting an actual computer mouse that you can plug into a USB port on your kids' laptops. That's a little bit easier to draw with. I'm going to continue going on here. Now it says using the drawing tool, which is what I'm already on. My pencil tool. It says circle the lowercase d's. So sometimes they will be doing something like this. And as you can see, I'm on the very last slide down here, slide 7 out of 7. As I said, this automatically saves. So you can go back through. You can check all your pages and make sure all of your pages have your work done on them. And then instead of turning it in, all you got to do is say, well, I'm done, and exit out. What I am able to do is go into my Pear Deck teacher version, and I'm able to see each child, if they've been on, which pages they've been on, and what work they have done. So for example, on page 1, I can see over here that Brian did a wonderful job. I gave him a star. Going down, this is what I did. All the different students, I can see what they have done. Looking wonderful, you guys. Nice job. If there is an issue, or if I need to comment, it doesn't even have to be an issue. I can click here. For example, I clicked on Brian's and I said, wonderful job, Brian. Brian should then receive notification that he did that, or that I sent him something saying, wonderful job, Brian. Okay, so if you have any questions or if you have any issues with Pear Deck, you can let me know. But for now, hopefully you can navigate through and play with the assignment that I have listed for you on navigating through Pear Deck. Have a good day.